This story starts with a shaman who is performing black magic. He has human body parts and cow parts, which he uses for black magic. At this time, Irma comes to him with her sister. She likes her cousin and wants to marry him. But because her cousin's family objects, she is set to marry someone else. Irma doesn't want that. She wants her love at any cost, even through black magic. Here, her sister Bulin stops her and says, "Irma, let's leave this place. I don't feel safe here." But Irma isn't going to listen to anyone. Irma tells the shaman she wants to marry this boy no matter what. The shaman looks at the girl's picture. Irma says, "This is my cousin." Hearing this, the shaman refuses to do black magic and says, "Your life could be in danger." The shaman doesn't mean to say that Irma's sister is possessed by a jinn. No, it's possessed by another entity. It has a terrifying face and threatens Irma, saying if you do this, your life will be in danger. Hearing this, Irma and her sister return from there. This scene cuts and shows us 12 years later. This time, we see Irma going to Galan's house with her sister Bulin and her mom. It's the same boy's house she wanted to marry. We learn that Galan married a girl named Nisa 12 years ago. Now their 12-year-old daughter Sophia is there, who can't see. She is blind. All these people come to celebrate Sophia's birthday party. At the same time, we see Galan's mother. Galan's mother and Irma's mom are sisters. We learn that Galan's mother has been sick for a long time. Here we discover that not only Irma but also Galan was once deeply in love with Irma. He married Nisa at his mom's request, but he remained very close to Irma. Now he realizes that staying with Irma hurts his lovely daughter and his wife. That's why he decides to distance himself from Irma. But Irma doesn't want this to happen. She is pregnant. Hearing this, Galan acts very rudely and tells her to go home. Even after returning home, Irma tries to call him many times, but Galan keeps ignoring her calls. Irma's sister, who knows everything about Irma and Galan, tells Irma that Galan can never be yours now. Why don't you leave him alone? You know he has a family and you are ruining it. Irma gets very angry at Bulan's words. She scolds Bulan and throws her out of her room. At this time, she is angrier with Galan than Bulan. There was a time when Galan promised to stay with her, but now it's as if he has forgotten everything. In anger, Irma goes to the place where Galan got his ear pierced. She is furious and demands that Galan accept her child, but Galan doesn't listen and acts very rudely toward her. In anger, Irma picks up a nearby knife to threaten him. Before Irma can attack, Galan pushes her and she falls. This accident causes her to miscarry. Galan takes her to the hospital. When Irma regains consciousness, she blames Galan for everything. Galan calmly explains, "Look, Irma, I'm married. We can't be together anymore." But Irma, as if unwilling to listen, keeps saying, "Look, Galan, you promised you'd never leave me." Here, Galan suddenly gets angry. Throwing money at her while pushing her away, he leaves. He does it in a way that makes Irma realize he will never return. She has lost everything. She screams loudly and decides to destroy Galan. After the scene cuts, we see Galan again, returning home from work. On the way, the imam comes out of the mosque and tells him, "Galan, no one from your family comes to the mosque anymore. You should come and pray. Prayer stops the evil that comes upon us." The imam gives Galan a gift for his daughter Sophia, after which Galan goes home. He is very tired, so he falls asleep. While sleeping, Sophia comes to him. Here we see that Sophia has removed her eyes. She says to Galan, "Dad, if you give me a gift this time, give me eyes." Seeing her terrifying face, Galan's eyes suddenly open. We realize this was just Galan's scary dream. He gets scared and goes to his daughter Sophia. While looking at Sophia, he recalls his past. When Sophia was about to be born, he didn't care for his wife Nisa at all. He didn't take her to the doctor. Because there was no proper checkup, Sophia was born blind. The next day, after being discharged from the hospital, Irma tries to contact Galan again. At first, Galan ignores her. Then he answers the phone and tells her harsh words. Irma gets very angry with Galan's behavior. Instead of destroying Galan, she now decides to win him back. She makes a dangerous decision to get Galan. She returns to the shaman. She is determined to use black magic on Galan. After meeting the shaman, Irma says, "I want Galan at any cost now. I want no other woman in his life except me." Before this, Irma had no issue with Nisa or Sophia, Galan's daughter. In fact, she loved Sophia deeply, But Galen's behavior has driven her to this point. She tells the shaman, "For this task, you can take any price from me, I want Galen alone." The shaman still warns her, "Look, girl, you aren't listening. This is very dangerous." But Irma doesn't care. She gives all her and her sister's gold jewelry to the shaman. Seeing this, the shaman's mother tells him to do the task. At his mother's request, the shaman agrees to help Irma. He tells Irma, there are many kinds of jinn in this world. One is the Anazar jinn, who are disbelievers. They deeply hate Muslims. Using these jinn, he will perform black magic. For the black magic, he now needs certain items. This black magic will target Nisa, Galan's wife, so she and all her relationships die. The shaman gives Irma a photo of Nisa, hair and blood to possess Nisa through black magic. Also for the black magic, the shaman needs a freshly dead human bone. He will wrap it with cow's eyes and perform his magic. At the shaman's request, Irma goes to Galan's house. She meets his wife. By chance, she goes to her bathroom, takes her loose hair, and steals a sanitary pad. After finishing, she is about to leave when she sees Galan again. As soon as Galan sees her, he says, "What are you doing here? How many times have I told you to stay away from my family?" Hearing this, Irma feels even worse. With stronger resolve, she gives all these items to the shaman. The shaman also brings a human leg bone. At night, the ritual, this magic, begins. The shaman says to Irma, "It's good you brought a horn. The horn will make it more effective." He cuts the sanitary pad with a blade and places the horn on the leg bone. Then he recites some spells and suddenly the house starts shaking. Finally, the jinn arrives, which he will use to possess Nisa. He speaks to the jinn in their language, ordering them to destroy Nisa. Hearing this, the jinn leaves. The shaman tells Irma, "The next 5 nights will be very tough for Nisa. All her blood relations will be destroyed. This way, Irma's wishes will be fulfilled." On the first night, we see Nisa praying when, suddenly, cow parts appear in front of her. Seeing this, she gets scared. Then Nisa feels as if someone poured a bucket of blood on her. She screams in fear. Nisa's clothes are completely clean. There is no blood. Galen tells Nisa, "Come, you should rest. I think you're tired." The next night, we see Nisa having a headache again. In this state, she cuts her and her daughter's doll's hair and eats it. This makes her vomit. When she comes to her senses, she is very upset. What is she doing? She wants to tell Galen about these things, but Galen doesn't listen to her. Angrily, we see Irma, whose sister Bulan asks about her jewelry. She says, "I know you gave the shaman our jewelry. You're doing something wrong." Annoyed by her words, Irma throws her out. At night, we see Irma's sister die. Irma wakes up from her stress. Now her sister's dead body scares her. She screams loudly. Then her sister Bulan appears. We learn that what Irma saw was just a delusion. Her sister is still alive. Irma performed black magic on Nisa, but perhaps the magic is affecting Irma too. In the next scene, we see Nisa. While praying, she suddenly vomits. Strangely, her vomit contains insects. Very large insects. Seeing them, she gets scared. For many days, with everything happening, she wants to talk to someone. So she collects the insects and puts them in a jar to show someone. Then Irma goes to Galan's mother's room. She comes to care for her, but suddenly something seems to possess her. She nearly kills Galan's mother, but she suddenly comes to her senses. She can't understand. What did she do? She apologizes to Galen's mother, saying, "I didn't want to kill you. I don't know what's happening to me. I don't understand myself." Before anything else goes wrong, Nisa decides to seek help. When she goes to the bathroom and picks up the jar with the insects from her vomit, she is shocked. There are no insects there. Meanwhile, Galen's mother, who couldn't even walk, walks straight to the kitchen. She picks up a pot of hot food and pours it on herself. Nisa, just out of the bathroom, is worried seeing this. Galan's mother's body is covered in burns. Her body is scorched. In a short time, she dies. On the third night, we see Galen's mother's funeral. Everyone is there. During the funeral, Nisa suddenly loses control and entity possesses her. In this state, she lifts Galen's mother's dead body and throws it. Everyone is scared seeing this except Irma, who knows what's happening and is happy. We see the imam is also there. He sees Nisa's condition and realizes someone has taken over her. He grabs Nisa, puts something on her, and Nisa regains control. The Imam now understands that someone intentionally summoned an evil jinn to Nisa. After his mother's funeral, when Galan goes to sleep, he has strange, terrifying dreams. He dreams Nisa is dead, surrounded by many ghosts. Seeing this, he gets scared. He immediately goes to the Imam. After telling him everything, the Imam replies, "I already saw Nisa is possessed by an evil jinn named Anazar. Anazar is a powerful jinn who hates Muslims. That's why people use it for black magic." The Imam says Nisa will be healed. Galan, don't worry, no matter how strong the jinn is, Allah is the most powerful. By seeking Allah's help, we will heal Nisa. He gives Galan holy water for Nisa and says, "We must perform an exorcism on Nisa. We need to break the magic. Bring Nisa to the mosque's back hall." When Galan returns home, he sees Nisa screaming. She is scared of Galan's mother's spirit. Galan approaches her, calms her, and puts holy water on her head. This causes Nisa great pain. Seeing her condition, Galan feels terrible. Now Galan has only his daughter and wife left. He puts Nisa to sleep with love. He plays the Quran on the radio and leaves. But as soon as he leaves, the radio turns off. Nisa becomes badly possessed. Her eyes look strange. Her lips and teeth turn black. She starts looking like a jinn. After the scene, we see Irma's mother, Galan's mother's sister. After Galan's mother's death, she feels very scared. Today she gets frightened by something in the kitchen and screams loudly. Then she breaks her kitchen dishes like a madwoman. While eating the glass from those dishes, she dies. Because of her mother's death, Irma is very disturbed. She knows the magic she performed is somehow backfiring. Before something worse happens, she tells her sister the truth. She admits she helped the shaman. She told the shaman to do the magic. But the shaman said after this magic, all deaths would be at Nisa's house. Nisa's blood relations would die. But here it's reversing. My blood relations are dying, like my mother and her sister. Now the only one left alive is her sister. The sister is scared after hearing this. She tries to keep Irma away from her, but Irma says, "Bulan, listen to me. Trust me. I will fix everything." After the scene, we see Galan, who must take Nisa to the Imam today. The Imam told him, "Don't worry, Allah will help us, and we will defeat the jinn." Galan nods in response and goes to bring Nisa from the house. On the way, he meets Irma. Irma comes to tell him the whole truth. All this is happening because of her black magic. Hearing the truth, Galan gets angry. Now it's the 5th night of the black magic, and it will affect everyone. Here, Irma is shown trying to stop everything by going to the shaman. But suddenly her sister, possessed, attacks her. Afraid, Irma runs away. Bulan follows her. She comes very close to Irma and says, "Look, today I will die too." As she says this, she climbs a tree. She gets caught in the branches. Suddenly, she jumps from the tree. Along with her hair, her skull breaks off. She dies horribly. Seeing this, Irma goes mad. Now, as soon as possible, she wants to reach the shaman and stop everything, so at least her life is saved. Meanwhile, we see the Imam has started Nisa's exorcism. As the recitation of the Holy Quran increases, Irma's condition worsens. The entities possessing her lose control and attack and kill everyone present. Meanwhile, Irma, who reaches the shaman's place, doesn't find him there. Suddenly, negative energies take control of her. Her body breaks, her bones snap, her back breaks. One by one, her entire body shatters. She dies horribly. In the mosque, after killing many people, the jinn also grabs Galan. Before it kills Galan, the Imam makes Nisa unconscious. But even after this, they see that all the bad things continue. Then the Imam's eyes fall on Sophia, Nisa's daughter. The biggest truth is revealed. The magic the shaman performed wasn't on Nisa, but on Sophia. The jinn possessed Sophia. The reason is that the sanitary pad and hair weren't Nisa's, but Sophia's. Because of this, instead of Nisa, all of Sophia's blood relatives were killed. This includes the Imam's family. Here, Sophia starts killing Galan. Galan keeps apologizing to her, but Sophia doesn't listen and mercilessly kills her dad. When the Imam releases Nisa and exorcises Sophia, the exorcism works, the jinn leaves Sophia. If they had known earlier that the magic was on Sophia, they could have saved many lives. But sadly, many people died. In the story's final scene, we see Nisa is alive, but in very bad condition. She is admitted to the hospital. That's why Sophia comes to her. Sophia's condition is still bad. Her terrifying face shows that the jinn still possesses her. Now she will kill her closest and last blood relative, her mom. With this, the story ends.